Well, hey y'all, today we're gonna make a pineapple casserole for my second cookbook. We're gonna do it in half an order because I'm not feeding the whole tribe of people. It's just for a small Thanksgiving get together or a small get together if it's just you and a couple different people. So I'm gonna use a half of my recipe. And speaking of half of recipes, you can scroll back and find the video that I baked that little 2-pound ham in this would-be dish right here, and made a really good glaze to go on it because we're doing small dishes for the holidays. So what I have here is just a pan baking dish that I have sprayed with duck fat. Now, I'm not sponsored by these people. They don't even know I'm alive, but there's a lot of talk about seed oils and different stuff that's not good for you. So I'm trying to get more all natural. So this only has duck fat in it. Does not taste like duck fat at all. It just helps your stuff not stick. So I have let me tell you how much this is. 20-ounce pineapple chunks, and it's been sitting here draining. And I'm just going to put this right here in my dish. And I did save the juice, and I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of it right here. But we're just going to spread this out. And I could put this in a smaller dish, but I've already got this one greased. I'm already committed. So anyway, there we go. That's flattened out. So we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to make the yumminess that goes over top of it. So I have a half a cup of sugar, and I have about 2.5 tablespoons of the pineapple juice that we saved out of our straining situation over here. And I'm going to use about 2 heaping teaspoons of cornstarch. Now the regular recipe that I would use double of all of this that's in the cookbook uses 5. So I'm just going to eyeball it and call it 2.5. And that will be good. So let's just get this all mixed up here. And did y'all know that this is was one of George Washington's very favorite dishes? It really was. And I just thought that was so interesting. Pineapples were such an oddity back in his day, you know, because it wasn't something that you just grew everywhere. Okay, so I have about a cup of some grated extra sharp cheddar cheese, and you can use whatever kind of cheese you like. I do like to shred mine because, one thing, it doesn't have all the powder on it, and I can just buy a block, and then I'm ready for anything. So we're just going to get this all mixed up in here. Now you can grate this if you want to in very small, but I was already grating it on the big one for something else I was doing, so I thought, well, I guess this will be okay right here too. Okay, so now, also not sponsored, I just found the most wonderful thing, and when I found this product, I thought, oh boy, now we can do some casseroles that have Ritz cracker toppings, which if you're gluten-free, you can't do that. But look at here, y'all. These are Schar entertainment crackers. They taste almost exactly like a Ritz cracker. And I've just got about 15 that I put in my little Ziploc bag right here. I'm not even gonna get that thing dirty. Put that over there. And I'm just gonna put these, let me get it right here, and about half a stick of butter. There we go. And we're just gonna get this all mixed around. And I've got my oven set to 350. And I'm gonna cook this. Let's see, what do I say? Let's see, I say to cook it uncovered for 30 minutes. But I'm gonna cook it uncovered for about 20 or so, and then I wanna eyeball it and see what I think. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of this, just, I don't know, eyeball it, y'all. Put about that much, couple tablespoons down in there. Mix this around. This already smells so good. And you notice I'm not adding any salt to this. If you want to add a pinch of salt, you can, but I always use salted butter. Even whenever it says don't, I do, because that's what I like. So I'm just going to spoon this around on the top, as I tell myself, you should have used a smaller dish. But hey, welcome to real life, because isn't that the way it goes in the kitchen? It doesn't have to be perfect to make everybody happy. It's gonna be good either way. Be mighty fine, mighty fine. A little bit more here. Since we're running scarce, I'm gonna do a good old scraping on this. Right there, I think we're gonna be okie dokie. Let's see, there's some right there, here. Y'all see what I missed? There we go. Alrighty, now we're gonna take this topping, and I'm gonna use my hands that are clean, and just sprinkle this all over the top. And you don't have to count out the exact amount of crackers, y'all. You can just cracker it up all you want to. If you like a really thick layer, go for it, sister. And I'm just tickled pink. I know I told y'all that a while ago, but it tickled me pink whenever I found that those taste so much, almost exactly like a Ritz cracker. Just remarkably amazing. All right, y'all, here we go. Now I'm gonna go put this in the oven. I'm telling you what I'm gonna set this so it'll be easier to carry. I've just got a baking sheet with some parchment paper on it, and I'm just gonna put that on there. I can get it in and out of the oven easier without getting my mittens down in the food. So I'll see y'all back when, okay, you know we gotta do this. I know y'all will do that at home too. I'll see y'all when this comes out of the oven, and it's gonna be delicious. See you back in a little bit. This was in the oven about 35 minutes. It's been out long enough. I do not have asbestos fingers, but it smells delicious. Oh my word. When you bring a casserole out of the oven, let it sit for a little while, and it'll kind of, whenever it cools down, you won't burn the hair off your tongue, and you can actually taste what it tastes like. So let's just get us just a little bit of this. Now, if you wanted to use pineapple tibbets or crushed pineapples, you certainly could do that too. Just be sure that you drain everything really well, and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to cut one of these little pineapples in half here. Why did I not bring a fork? So I don't overload my apple cart and embarrass myself on film. Let's get us a little bite. Oh boy. Get a little bit of that cheese and those crackers. Y'all. Y'all, this is so good. I see why it's George Washington's favorite thing. This kind of doubles to me as a little bit of a dessert, because it is so, the pineapples are just wonderful, and the buttery crackers, it's kind of like a crust. But anyway, makes a great side dish. And this was a half of a recipe, and you could do the whole, you could triple it, you could quadruple it, you could just do ever how much you want to. But that is in my first cookbook. I'm sorry, that is in my second cookbook. And that's the one where I'm standing here in my new kitchen studio. And then the first one is whenever I still had my long braid. See? Where I got my hair all chopped off. But you can order these cookbooks on my website, kimmysouthern.cooking.com. The ebook only is available on Amazon. So if you're out of the country and you want this cookbook, you can get it on your ebook and have it on your phone. I actually purchased my own cookbook so I could have the Kindle version on my phone. So I'm at the grocery store, I can look up something. And extra points for whoever sees where my microphone is. I'm just not used to wearing this thing yet. Y'all either have to forget to turn it on every time, or oh, y'all don't want to hear about that. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. And look for these smaller portion holiday dishes that I'm putting together. And hope you enjoy them. See you next time. Bye, y'all.